I've seen this all before. Memories pass through that door. This feeling grows inside. To turn back the hands of time would mean I never really lived. But I've nothing more to give. When will you ever learn? You kinda miss your turn.
Welcome back to Buzz Moncton. We're talking to Carry the Lost, an incredible band out of Halifax, and we're here to talk to them about their future plans. And I'm here to tell you there's some pretty exciting stuff coming down the pipe for these gentlemen from the big city of Halifax, Nova Scotia. We have Colin over here on vocals. Ave is doing background vocals and guitars.
Yeah.
And we have Ken on drums. And so welcome to Buzz Moncton. Welcome to Moncton, I guess.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Happy to be here.
I think I heard somebody say this is your first trek to the Hub City.
Yes.
For a show, at least,
Yes.
as
Yeah.
a unit. Yeah.
For sure.
Right
Let's
on.
carry the loss first, that's for sure.
So, a little bit of history to the band. Colin here, I guess, is a newer member, so maybe one of you guys can give us a little bit of history.
Well, we started. We basically met at the very end of 2009, and we sort of got together at the beginning of 2010. It was a different lineup then, but time goes on, people move on, etc. But here we are now, this many years later. But we did start small, and we all sort of had the same goals in mind. We all had sort of the same philosophy for what we wanted out of an original rock band. We didn't want to play covers, and we just wanted to break down the barriers, no rules. Let's see what our hearts really can create. And it turned out it was good stuff, or at least to us. And then, we did certainly get some approval and everything else by playing lots of shows, and people were digging it. And a lot of cool things happened for us pretty quick early on. So we knew we were on the right path at least, right? And, like I said, there are newer additions now, and we got lucky enough to get young Colin here to front the band. He had just moved from Ontario. It was really sort of a chance thing, another Kijiji find.
Yeah, I was gonna say good old
We
Kijiji.
had a certain character in mind we wanted for the singer, and it just worked out. He fit the exact character we were looking for, so we lucked out.
In listening to your sound, you guys have this really big, thick, juicy sound that comes out. There's three of you here, but if I'm not mistaken, you're a six-piece, correct?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
who's not here? Well, let's give them some credit.
Kareem, he's our most recent member. He plays the strings and keys, piano, any kind of effect we were looking for. He has all that covered. So that we're very lucky to find him as well, because
Big time.
it's hard to find a keyboard player that you can click with and not get in the way of the actual rock aspect of it. So he kind of sits in behind, comes out when we want him. Like I said, we have two pretty big sounding guitars.
And who are they?
Me and Jeff. I don't mean to sound good. I don't mean big as in. I mean, I mean like we were always a guitar-driven band, and we just didn't want to step in front of that.
Pardon me.
And then Ken, I'll let you tell about the other guys.
Okay.
Well, we have Scott Richardson on bass guitar, and he's awesome.
Hell of a
And
bass player.
Yeah.
Got him a couple years ago. I guess Scott would be like 2.5 years
coming
now.
on 2.5, yeah.
something
Okay.
like that. And then it's
Jeff Parks.
Jeff Parks, the other guitar player, and we got him 3 years ago or 4 almost. I don't know.
So I guess
It's all a blur.
Yeah, he was part time, yeah.
With with so many players, obviously you have this great big rock sound that isn't really prevalent anymore. There was a time, where that was, and it strikes me as, I hear you guys, I hear Toto, and I hear some of these bands that came out of the '80s with that big full production. That nowadays everything seems to the more stripped down it is, the better. Do you find that a challenge, Colin? I'll go with you on that.
It is. I mean, like you said, it was dying, if not close to being gone. So that was the first thing that drew me in. Was I heard this sound and I knew right away I wanted to join the guys, because it's big, it's dynamic. It's not in your face per se, and it's not overwhelming. There's a lot of intricate things going on, but they're all blending together with each other. They're all matching up, they're all synchronized, and we've just been hoping to create a sound that it's not out there. Something where someone hears and they think twice about, what just went through their ears. So,
No, it's a very, very solid to be
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, with today's day and age, right, 2015, there's a lot of music out there. So you gotta sort of step outside the box, but not too far outside of it, right, where you're throwing things over people's heads. So there's a fine line in there. You got to find it, and we're on the hunt to do something original.
Yeah, well, we were talking before that you guys are heading into the studio. How big of a part does that play in your overall sound, working with the right producer and all of that?
Hugely.
Oh, our producer,
Yeah.
We went through so many different avenues
Big
when it comes to this recording. We tried the home version, we tried different studios, we tried the best of the best out there in Halifax, Sonic Temple, one of the top studios around. We tried so many different places, but we finally found a place that suited us. It's all about what suits you, not you suiting them. They got to suit you.
It's a match made in heaven. We
Yeah.
got very lucky after, like Abe said, trying so hard, so many different places, and even like reputable places that should have been able to give us what we wanted to get, but it really didn't. And this time, we really lucked out. And it all comes down to being able to communicate exactly what you want to the producer / engineer, and for him to understand the language to give it back to you. And we really lucked out. The guy's really into the band. He's super talented, and the results in our recordings really show that.
Well, you have a lot of material on YouTube, for example, and everything does seem to have a certain thread involved. Has it been the same producer?
No.
For all the projects so far?
No, only the last couple.
Ariane, his name's Ariane Ward. We luckily met him through Coda Pop Studio where we're recording, which is a fantastic studio, owned by Doug. And so it just worked out.
So I'm hearing that there's dates lined up here in the near future. You guys are heading in and looking to maybe complete a project.
October 24th, Ken hits
Yeah.
the studio we're finally doing a full-length album.
Okay.
We've always had plans to do one, just life happens, setbacks, studio.
It's a process.
It's-
Ah, it is,
It really is.
But
a
we
process.
feel right now we're in the best spot we've ever been in this band to proceed the full length, 11 songs. What we're
on.
going for.
Yeah. Well, all the best to you. Thanks a lot for taking the time here this evening. First time in Moncton. You guys are going to
for
party
sure.
it up.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thanks for having us. Coming out here.
It's supposed to work tomorrow. We'll see how that works out.
It's a long drive home.
Yeah,
it is.
I'll be crashing upstairs probably.
Right. Okay. Well, at least you'll be rested.
Yeah.
You might be able to make it after all.
Yeah.
Well, Carry the Lost on Buzz Moncton, man. This has been a real treat. All the best to you. Like, again, if you guys haven't really checked these guys out yet, you really need to. They got the YouTube channel, but you guys, where's your music online?
You can find it anywhere. Bandcamp at Carry the Lost, iTunes, SoundCloud, CD Baby, just anywhere you can type in, any where there can be music.
CarryTheLost.com's coming. It's
Yeah.
just the website.
We're revamping
design
the
it.
website right now.
Scratch
so-
it right from scratch. So
Well, there it is. You need to check these guys out. Solid. These guys have a great sound, and we'll look forward to hearing much more down the road. All
And
right.
thank you, too.
Right
Awesome.
on.
take care.
Enjoy your time in the Hub City. All right.
Thank you.